The next thing on user friendliness is how easy it is to sort of navigate between items on your website. So, one thing I noted is that like you've got all these different services on their own page and they're all like sort of all over the menu. So, you've got like register massage therapy, and then each of these items, as you know, like I'll just click through to one, is its own page, right? And there's nothing necessarily wrong with doing it that way, but it ends up making it a bit hard for somebody to navigate in between all of these different services. Because say if somebody was just exploring your clinic and they weren't sure exactly what they wanted, they'd have to like, okay, what's thermal palms? And they click through and then they read about thermal palms and they're like, oh, that doesn't sound like what I want. Well, what's sound therapy? And then they click on that. And then, by the way this reloads to the very top of the page is a bit of a pain in the butt from a usability standpoint because the person wants to be down here. But I also realize that all of this stuff isn't usually there on your website. So I guess that's just a temporary COVID-19 thing, in which case it's not such a big deal. But just something to think about is like you want people to be like here when they click through or close to, right? But anyway, yeah, so say they click sound therapy and they're like, oh, that's cool, but that's not what I want. Well, what if I want, couples massage? I think maybe that's what I want. So then you click through and they go, no, that's not what I want either. So yeah, you kind of have to think about that stuff when it comes to setting up your website in terms of, people aren't necessarily going to know exactly what they want. And furthermore, having all of these different items on the menu like this means that you've got this super, super long menu, right? Where people might not even really notice this more thing. Like people kind of get like zoomed in on a single item. So like they might get zoomed in on massage therapy and just ignore the fact that there's all this extra stuff over here, which is unfortunate, right? But it's just sort of how people's minds think when they're going through a website. So this is all to say, a couple of things you could do to make this better or make this easier for people to navigate between items. One thing you could do is you can combine all of your services onto one page. Or if that seems too long, and it might be because you guys do have a lot of different services. You have holistic nutrition, yoga, sound therapy. I mean, you know what you do, right? You've got registered massage therapy, Reiki, all kinds of different things that you guys do, right? So if combining it all into one page just seems like way too much text on one page, which it might be, what you could do is you could have a single services menu and then each item is its own thing on the services menu. Now, with that said, you've got a lot of different things listed under registered massage therapy. So another thing that you might want to consider is just having a single registered massage therapy page where then you explain in brief all these different types of massage, and you can include photos. That's totally fine. That wouldn't be, I don't think, too crazy long a page because, again, other than maybe, say, infant massage, which is special, or couples massage, sort of the ones that are specialized where, like, you need to book it special. But like something just explaining like, indie head massage, hot stone, some of those things, you might be able to combine it into one page. I'm more just trying to think for you guys, how you can combine things into single pages or have less clicks so people don't have to click everywhere just to read about all the different services that you guys have to offer. But yeah, you could either combine things into one page or combine like more things, squish more things into, not squish, but like combine things into less pages. Or you could have a services menu, one menu where it's just everything all in one menu. That way, at least it's a little easier for people to find. And there's not quite so many menu items up here.